giant, guys. It's big, it's mean, it's green, and it scares small children. So obviously I have been really busy on this thing. The engine's on, obviously, it's running good, slightly pulley swapped. This thing is great, man. It's like driving a Cadillac. The steering's got such a nice ratio on it, such big tires, it just kind of lobs along over everything. I tell you, it's pretty sweet, guys. You can see the obvious addition here of a foot throttle. This is a totally custom made one. This is a BMX foot peg, and it pulls on my cable right there, as you can see. It's got a spring. That throttle goes over to the throttle attachment. You can see there's actually two throttle setups here. One is the foot throttle and the other is a hand throttle. The hand throttle is still here as the factory hand throttle, and the trick with this is you set your idle, start the motor, and to shut the engine off, because it's a diesel, you have to shut the fuel off. You pull it all the way down to kill the motor. So you set your idle with this, and you can actually set a pretty high idle with this thing if you want and truck along just like a train, or you can set a low idle and use your foot pedal and just kind of goose it when you want to. The front bumper, it's got a nice pre-runner bar on it with supports. Obviously got the hood mounted. This is my hood. I used my original fiberglass piece, and what I did was I cut the bottoms completely off where it was broken, bolted on some angle steel, built my own hinge, and it works pretty good now. The brakes are actually the original brakes that were on this particular transaxle. But they are detached from the clutch, so the clutch no longer functions the brake when you push it in. This functions the brake, which is the original kind of like a brake lock mechanism for when you push the clutch and you could lock the brake down. Now it's just a spring-loaded kind of emergency brake setup. There's no lock to keep it in place, which I'm going to work on maybe and kind of rig up a way to keep this thing locked so it doesn't move, but it's just a spring-loaded brake. You pull it, let it go. And it stops you pretty good, actually. I'm quite impressed with these factory brakes on these old transaxles. Obviously we've got the stack on here, and that was a really simple build. It's just 1-inch pipe fittings welded to the original exhaust flange for the diesel motor. This is an exhaust tube from an auto parts store, and this is a rain cap I just got from Tractor Supply. It's a 1.5-inch rain cap, and boy, it's a pretty loud setup. And it does chooch out the black smoke pretty good. But yes, the rear transaxle is locked. We got the 25-inch Interco swamp lights on there. I got to thank Steiny for the cool sticker sent to me. He got some really cool fonts here with some chrome background, and this thing just glistens in the sunlight. I love it. Thanks, man. So there you go, guys. Pretty much finished. A few little bugs to work out here and there. Got to get a new belt. Got to finish up some hood mounting stuff. You know, little things. Other than that, pretty much done. I'm very happy with the end product. Can't wait to test it out. Keep an eye out for those videos. This thing should be hitting the trails very soon. Let me know what you think in the comments section below. This thing cost me a lot more money than it did time, and none of that would be possible without you guys, my YouTube subscribers. So thank you all for supporting me in my stupid quest for tractor domination. We're all going to see how this thing goes pretty soon, so all this work will pay off. But yeah, keep an eye out for that stuff. Subscribe if you're not already. Like my Facebook page. Links in the description below. And I will see you next time.